Everything you're about to see, this whole continuous scene, was made in one browser tab. No film crew, no Higgsfield Bill, no render farm, and not a single real human face. It's Google Flow running Google's new Omni model. But here's the catch nobody tells you. Every clip this thing makes caps out at 10 seconds. So how is this one unbroken? By the end of this video, you'll be able to build the whole thing yourself. A consistent character, a finished faceless film, start to finish. Let me show you everything. Here's exactly where we're going. The dream for a faceless channel is one repeatable character you never have to film, dropped into any scene you want, stitched into a video as long as you like. That used to be impossible, the face would drift, the clips wouldn't match. Omni basically just solved it. So this is the complete walkthrough, how to get in and what it really costs, how to lock a consistent faceless character, how to generate and edit your scenes just by talking to them, the part the whole internet is asking about, how you stitch 10-second clips into one long video, the brand new flow agent that runs the busywork, and the real limits so you don't get burned. Everything on screen is the actual tool. Let's build. First, why this specific model when there are a dozen AI video tools? 3 reasons. 1. Consistency. Omni holds the same character, same face, same outfit, even the same voice, across every clip you generate. That one thing is what used to break faceless storytelling, and it's now basically a non-issue. 2. You don't write one giant prompt and pray. You generate a clip, then you literally tell it what to change. Make the jacket blue, turn that hill into a volcano, and it edits the clip you already have, without losing the rest. Google's own team called this the nano banana moment for video, the point where it goes from a toy to a tool. And 3, brand new this month. Flow now has an agent, an assistant that can plan a sequence, spin up variations, and batch edit a whole set of clips for you, so it's not just a generator anymore. Let's get in. Flow lives at labs.google, and Omni inside Flow needs a paid Google AI plan. There's a limited free taste through YouTube Shorts. But for the real workflow, you want the subscription. I'm on the AI Pro plan. Open a new project and you land on the canvas. Down the left, all media, characters, scenes, tools. And the important part, a fresh project is already set to Gemini Omni Flash. It's not buried in a menu, Omni is the front door now. The bar at the bottom is where everything happens. Type what you want, attach references with the plus, flip on the agent, set your output, and hit generate. Now the honest part nobody shows. What it costs. Every time I generate, Flow tells me the price right here, about 15 credits per clip. On the Pro plan, you get 1,000 credits a month, so that's roughly 60 plus clips before you top up. Knowing that number changes how you work, you stop spraying and praying and you start editing, which, lucky for us, is exactly what Omni is best at. Step 1. The character, and this is where faceless actually matters. Omni's headline party trick is dropping your own face into scenes from a quick selfie. We're not doing that. For a channel, you want a character that is yours but isn't you, something you can reuse forever without ever being on camera. So I go to characters, and instead of a selfie, I hit upload and bring in one clean, generated still of my host. The look, the wardrobe, the vibe, locked in a single image. Flow turns that into a reusable character. From now on, in any prompt, I type the @ symbol, pick that character, and add to prompt. And every clip gets built around that exact same person. Notice the principle. I nailed the look in a still first, then animated. That's the rule for all AI video. Get the frame right, then give it motion. Try to guess a whole moving scene in one shot, and it'll guess wrong. Step 2. Generate your scenes. With the character bound, I just described the shot. Sitting by a rain-streaked cafe window at night, neon reflections, slow push-in, set it to a 10-second clip, ask for 2 variations so I can pick the better one, and generate. Watch what comes back. It's our host. Same face, same glasses, same jacket, now sitting in a cinematic cafe I never filmed. Then I keep going. Same character, totally different worlds. A rooftop at dusk, a quiet library, a neon street, a tight reaction close-up. Look across all of them. The person never drifts. That's the unlock. 2 prompt habits that matter. Direct it like a director. Frame, camera move, light, action, in that order, and lean on those two variations every time. One's almost always cleaner than the other, and picking beats re-rolling. Step 3. And this is the real superpower. Editing. The clip's good, but say the jacket's the wrong color. Old way, you'd re-roll the whole thing and lose what you liked. Omni way, I just say make the jacket a deep, rich red. Keep everything else exactly the same. And it does, holding the face, the framing, the motion, changing only the one thing I asked for. You get a few of these conversational turns per clip, so you can dial it in. And it works on footage you already have too. Drop in a clip, tell it what to change, and it edits yours. This is the mental flip most people miss. Omni is a better video editor than it is a slot machine. Generate one clip you like, then talk it into exactly what you need. Step 4. The question the whole comment section is begging for. Every clip caps at 10 seconds, so how do you make a 2-minute video? 2 ways, and you'll use both. The easy one first. Flow has a scene builder. You take your clips, add each one to a scene, drag them into the order you want, trim the ends, and Flow plays them as one continuous video you can export. That alone answers how do I combine the clips. It's a real timeline built in. But for a shot that needs to look like one unbroken take, there's the pro move, chaining on the last frame. You grab the final frame of clip 1, export it as an image, and use that as the starting frame of clip 2. So clip 2 opens exactly where clip 1 ended. Same character, same light, same position. Do it a few times and the cuts vanish. That opening shot, not one clip, several, chained on their last frames. 2 rules: keep the camera move consistent and only chain 3 or 4 hops before you reset, or small errors stack up. Step 5. Brand new this month. Once you know the workflow, the Flow agent runs the repetitive parts. Flip it on in the prompt bar, give it your idea in a sentence, and it'll plan the shots. Spin up several variations so you can pick, instead of reprompting, and batch edit. Push the same change across a whole row of clips at once, then keep your assets organized. Be clear about what it is, though. Google built it to work under your control. It's an assistant, not a director. You still make every taste call, and you should, but it takes the grind out like a good editor's assistant. One honest note: the agent's chat is free, but anything it generates still spends your credits. Same 15 a clip math. Quick but important. Omni isn't the only model in here. Flow still has VO. Simple rule: stay on Omni when you want consistency and conversational editing, which is most of the time for faceless work. Switch to VO when you want the absolute top visual fidelity on a hero shot, or when you need to extend a clip. That extend button is a VO thing, not an Omni thing. And be honest with yourself on raw realism. For pure photoreal beauty, models like Seedance and Kling can still edge it out today. Omni's edge isn't winning every pixel, it's control, the same character, every scene, edited by talking. For a faceless channel, control wins. Now the part most tool videos skip, and the reason you can trust the rest of this one. The limits are real. Clips export at 720p, great for social, not a cinema master. Every clip carries Google's Synth ID watermark, an invisible tag marking it as AI. We're fine with that, but know it's there. The generated voices are a coin flip. Expressions can land in that uncanny, almost human zone. So for anything that matters, generate silent and lay your own voiceover on top. Exactly like I did on this whole video. Edits can overcook if you're vague, so keep them surgical. And the cost is the cost. About 15 credits a clip, $1,000 a month on Pro. Plan your shoot, don't spray. Add it up, and Omni is incredible for fast, consistent, faceless scenes and B-roll. It is not yet your one and only tool. Use it for exactly what it's best at, and it's genuinely a superpower. So that's the whole thing. End to end. Get in on a Pro plan. Anchor one generated character so you're truly faceless. Generate your scenes and then edit them by talking, stitch them in Scene Builder, or chain on the last frame for one unbroken take. Let the new agent handle the busy work and respect the limits. That opening film? One browser tab, one character, a handful of chained clips, no real face, no crew. If you want my exact setup, the character anchor steps, the prompt recipe, and the clip chaining checklist, comment the word flow and I'll send it over. Subscribe because these tools change every few weeks and I test them in the open so you don't have to. I'll see you in the next one.